Welcome to Congress Unpacked, where the headlines end and the real talk begins. Today, Senator John Kennedy pulled no punches in a heated hearing on why homeownership is slipping out of reach for so many Americans. He kicked it off with the basics. Kennedy asked, if electricity goes up, does a house get more expensive? What about property taxes? Insurance? Paul Williams had to admit it. Yes, every increase hits homeowners right in the wallet.
Mr. Williams, if the price of electricity goes up, does that make a house more expensive?
Not in a direct sense, but I mean, electricity is an input to a lot of things, both on the construction side.
It makes home ownership more expensive.
Sure, yes. And
All right. If property taxes go up, does that make home ownership more expensive?
sure does.
If homeowners insurance goes up, does that make homeownership more expensive?
Indeed.
If interest rates, particularly mortgage rates, go up, does that increase the cost of home ownership?
It does.
A lot, right?
Depends on a lot of factors, but sure, it could.
When you own a home, you're going to have repairs. If the cost of home maintenance and repairs goes up, does that make home ownership more expensive?
Indeed.
Okay. If you
Then Kennedy took a sharp turn, straight to immigration. He asked, what happens when you add 10 to 12 million more people who all need a place to live? Williams tried to sidestep, calling it a distributional question. Kennedy wasn't having it. With all due respect, he said, I think you're being disingenuous. In the end, the truth came out. More demand drives higher prices, especially in certain regions, as Edward Pinto explained.
agree with it or not, if you admit 10 to 12 foreign nationals illegal into your country, all of whom need housing, does that make the cost of home ownership go up?
You know, I think that all of these questions and all of these inputs to
but
housing costs.
What about illegal immigration? Does that increase demand for housing and make the cost of home ownership go up?
I think that's a distributional question. I think the question we're here to talk about today
But does it make the cost of home ownership go up?
We're here to talk about housing supply
No,
today.
we're here to talk
creating
about
jobs.
home ownership and the cost of owning a home. You're a bright man. Does that make the cost of home ownership go up when you increase demand that much?
I think that's a distributional question.
You don't want to admit it, do you?
I think that's a distributional question, and the problem that we're facing
With
is
all due
housing
respect,
supply.
I think you're being disingenuous. Let me ask you, Mr. Pinto, if you increase immigration by 11 million people, does that increase the cost of home ownership?
Senator, yes. We've tried to figure out what that impact is.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, but the federal government doesn't publish where they're distributing these individuals around the country, so we can't do the kinds of experiments that we normally do.
It causes home ownership to go up in some places.
But we can't figure out exactly what it is. We'd love to.
I'm not
we
here
need
to
the
play
data.
games. I'm here to try to get some answers.
Next up, Kennedy zeroed in on inflation under the Biden administration. He laid out the numbers: mortgage rates up 123%, homeowners insurance up 16%, electricity up 28%. His verdict? Thanks to President Biden and Vice President Harris, a dollar was worth a dollar when they took office. It's worth 75 cents today.
But if you could get more data, that would be great.
I'm sorry?
If you could get the data released by the federal government as to where.
I'll give you some data. Mortgage rates are up 123%. Premiums for homeowners are up 16%. The average electricity bill in America is up 28%. That affects the cost of home ownership. No wonder people can't buy a home. This dollar, thanks to President Biden and Vice President Harris's inflation, they've been inflation machines. This dollar was worth a dollar when President Biden and Vice President Harris took office. It's worth 75 cents today. That's the fundamental problem with home ownership.
And he didn't stop there. Kennedy blasted costly federal regulations, like the new energy codes adding nearly $4,000 to every new home, just to save $7 a year. Are you kidding me? He said.
The other problem is government regulation. Look, the HUD and the USDA recently adopted the International Energy Conservation Code. Do any of you know what that is? Okay, well, I'm not going to ask you because it's going to take time. They've recently adopted the International Energy Conservation Code put out by the International Code Council. And the Biden-Harris administration just said, they just told HUD and the USDA to adopt it. So if you want a HUD or USDA loan or access to the housing assistance, you've got to build a home that complies with the International Energy Conservation Code. You know how much it's going to add to the price of a new home? $31,835. Are you kidding me? You know how much energy you're going to save?
Senator Kennedy, you're well into Senator Padilla's time now.
$657. We need to start with the basics, folks. It's inflation that's killing our people, and it's this crazy whack job regulation.
Senator Kennedy, you're well into Senator Padilla's time now.
I'm sorry, Senator.
That's all right.
Senator.
In the end, Kennedy's message was clear. Every piece of the puzzle, taxes, insurance, interest, immigration, regulation, is making homeownership harder. He called it a double whammy. Inflation eats your paycheck, then regulation eats your savings. If you want more moments where Congress gets real, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who's tired of being squeezed. This is Congress Unpacked, where the spin stops and the truth gets told.